Welcome to Geography, America's biggest news station. I'm Sharanya, and today we have three young girls who were involved in the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory fire. Jane Wellington, Bella Rosita, and Yetta. These girls come from different backgrounds, but soon aligned to form a family. The girls struggled to make a living in the early 20th century and are here now to talk about their horrifying experiences. First, we will head over to Jane, who will talk about her past life experiences. Hello, Jane.
Thank you, and hello, Sharanya. I would like to start my story when it first began, when I was rich. Unlike the other girls, my life was filled with grand luxuries, and I was oblivious to the outside world. That was only until I discovered my father hired strike breakers to stop the strike out of his factory.
Interesting. Please continue. What motivated you to move out of your rich life?
I saw how inhumane it was for the strike workers. They didn't get enough money to support themselves and their families. I tried to help them, but my family didn't agree with my beliefs. This motivated me to move out and start supporting myself instead of my friends. If you like shirtwaists like these, then come to the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory, where you can buy them in all shapes, sizes, and colors, and they come with pockets, and you can do cute little prints in them.
Welcome back to Geography. Currently we have Yetta, a girl who tragically did not survive the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory fire. She's only here with us today through a hologram.
Women's rights! Women's rights!
Hello, Yetta.
Hi. Excuse me. I just will never forget the feeling when I was alive, what it was like to rebel. I just am so happy that women today actually have more rights than I did.
You sure have made an impact on today's world.
Oh, I thank you. But it wasn't just me. Many other women helped participate in the strike against the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory for better rights.
Tell me about the hardships you endured as a striker, standing up for what you believed in.
My sister Rahel and I were involved in the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory until she got married and eventually quit. Bella and Jane eventually joined me, which was very helping me with my family issues.
Oh, how'd you die in the fire, if you don't mind me asking? Would you mind illustrating what happened exactly?
Well, there was a ton of girls suffocating, either dying from the fire and the smoke or jumping off the building, unfortunately. And I died with my boyfriend Jacob because we jumped and we tried to go to the fire ladder, but our hands missed and we went into the net below, but unfortunately it broke. And here's an illustration. As you can see, the fire is going out the buildings and not a lot of things were accessible right now except the water as usual, and a lot of girls were dying.
I'm sorry for your loss. It must be really devastating.
Well, thank you.
If you don't mind, may I ask you to point out some important conflicts of your life?
Well, first, I was thrown in jail, and another one was when Jane and Bella moved into my apartment, and then telling the lawyer about the protesting, and then, of course, the fire eventually occurred, and that's basically my whole life summarized.
Would you mind elaborating on what exactly happened?
Well, I went to jail because I was protesting outside the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory, and the police came and took us, and eventually we were bailed from our own organization to back up the strike. And for the moving in, Jane and Bella, I felt really bad because they were on the streets and they were really poor, and it was becoming winter, so I made them move in with me. Like, what else would you do? And then there's this guy walking down the street and with his brown hair and blue eyes, and he was asking about what was going on outside the factory, and we were like, oh yeah, it's a strike, and you should really help us. And he didn't really know since he was a first year, And then next was the fire when I jumped out the building with Jacob and we died then. Yeah.
Well, how'd you feel when you saw the people jumping off the building and burning to death? Was it hard?
Can I not talk about
Well, we'll be back talking to Bella now about her experience.
I am William Howard Taft, and I'm fighting for your better wages and labor laws and conditions in factory.
Hello, I'm Bella. Hi, Bella. I heard about your family passing on. I'm really sorry.
Yeah, it was a great tragedy. If only I could have helped them.
How does it feel like to move? How does it feel like to move in with Yetta and Jane? Was it difficult? Did you have any problems managing anything?
It was hard at first because we weren't really sure how to manage our money, but eventually we just kind of learned how to deal with it and it got easier.
Would you mind explaining how you felt being in the fire and being forced to watch all those people suffer? What exactly happened?
Well, I was just working in the shirtwaist factory and I saw a young man throw a cigarette toward a pile of shirtwaists, and then the fire started. And at the time it seemed really unstoppable, and I tried to help the people, but the fire was too strong.
You're the only one alive out of the three. Can you connect anything from today's world to back then?
Well, for starters, I can connect both to the fact that everyone then and everyone now had a part to play in the world. And also, sometimes workers don't get paid in their first week of working or for a certain amount of time as they're learning the rules of the job. That happened to me, but I didn't get paid for a month.
I know at one point you guys bought a red flower as a sign of hope. I think I can personally relate to this as I always bring objects to show my hope.
Oh, yes, that reminds me that the streets then and now are both very crowded and it's hard to get where you're going.
Thank you for watching Geography. We'll be back next week with a new update. Welcome to Geography. What is this?
If you like shirtwaists, and then come to our shirtwaist factory because they come in all different colors, like the ones you see here. And first began. You stop looking at me like that. And all I look no. Like this.
Okay, whatever you do, look up and into the camera.